All right, you found us on a Friday. Welcome to the podcast. Woo-hoo! Alexis, how many 5-hour energy bottles did you count in the trash can?
I think it was 11,
you
guys.
55 hours of energy coming your way, baby.
Oh, my God. Let's just hope Jeffrey's heart doesn't explode.
Yeah, we need to cut him off.
It's his fuel for his parody song. Today's song of the week is in, today's podcast. There it goes. Let's start it now.
Already, our show is starting out with a frosty tone.
Really? What? Huh?
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
We were just having a great conversation in here before.
Were we, Brooke? Was that a great conversation? Because I get into work this morning, and what do I see? An email from our digital producer saying, hey, free chocolate muffins in the break room. Take them, because literally everyone else has been let go from the radio station.
Yeah. Wait,
what? All the people in this room know this. But I feel like the listeners need to remember, I love chocolate muffins.
Yeah, and
that's your thing.
Jake literally got these at Costco yesterday and brought them in.
I used to eat Costco chocolate muffins every single morning for breakfast growing up.
So unhealthy.
Until Costco changed the recipe.
Yeah.
Him and I just talked. You and I just talked about this the other day.
Not even gonna lie, I'm surprised it's taken us this long to go into Muffin Gate.
I looked up. It's been like 5 months.
Yeah, and they also got rid of lemon poppy seed.
Okay, no one cares about that crap. It's the Costco chocolate muffins that matter because first they shrunk them down to like a fourth of their original size.
Well, now they're calling them what? Triple chocolate instead of double chocolate?
Ick. Disgusting. They're not light and fluffy like they used to be before. Now they're like these dense cocoa bricks of sadness.
It does look a little dense.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Slammed it.
I almost dented the table when I threw it down.
But it comes in the pretty like baking wrapping.
They look better for bringing to something.
Yeah,
this is the worst thing to happen to this country in 10 years.
This is it?
Wow, that's
horrible.
Some people have politics that they stand up for. In certain countries, people stand up for water rights. I stand up for muffins.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm glad you found your cause, Jeff.
Make muffins great again.
Is this the hill you're gonna die on?
It is. I'm gonna live on top of this hill.
I'm
gonna thrive on top of that
I
hill.
don't know about that.
If you're listening, Costco bakers, this is for you.
They're not.
Be better.
It's a threat.
You know that it's not like homemade in Costco. Like they're all using the same
That's
recipe.
the problem, Brooke. Where's the love?
I don't think I'd blame the bakers.
Love
on
the
this
muffins.
one.
Now, we got to move on and get into the shock collar question of the day with the man who started this muffin mess, digital producer Jake, you muffin pussing son of a gun.
I feel like we just became like enemies for
We
life,
did.
Jeff.
Yeah.
How dare you bring this trash into
I
here?
ate one. It was good.
I can't believe you just threw it again.
Crikey, it's Steve Irwin Day. It's the one day a year where we all feel like hopping into a full khaki outfit, wrestling a 12-foot croc while shouting, "Oh, ain't she a beaut?" But today, we're honoring the life and legacy of the legendary crocodile hunter by talking about all things Americans can't get enough of when it comes to the land down under.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's why today, in honor of Steve Irwin, we're doing a special Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi edition of Plenty of 20. Now, I have a list of the top 20 things Americans love about Australia.
Oh, interesting.
It could be places, it could be lifestyle, it could be people. The board is completely open to pick anything about what Americans love the most about Australia and the Aussies.
Okay.
We'll start with the woman who accidentally took a trip to Austria when she meant to go to Australia, and her quote was, "It's fine, they both have kangaroos and stuff, right?"
Yeah.
That's Alexis. Alexis, top 20 things Americans love about Australians.
I mean, speaking of kangaroos, the kangaroos and the wallabies, they're so used to people, you can go right up to them. So I'm going to say kangaroos.
Kangaroos is number 3 on my list. I'm going to take koalas off the board as
I
well.
was going to ask if I could say koala
Kangaroos and koalas both off the board. Let's go to Brooke.
Is it bad that the first thing I just thought of was like hot men? I don't know if I have to be more.
Yeah.
Do I need to be more specific than attractive
people?
Yeah, I'm going to need an attractive person.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Hemsworth brothers.
Brooke went with the Hemsworth. That is
What?
incorrect.
Throw this list out.
I'm sorry. I have some other handsome or beautiful Australians on here.
I know,
Not
there's
the
so many
Hemsworth.
of them.
Maybe there's too many of them. We're over to Jose.
I have my favorite Australian woman in my head now.
Who do you got, Margot Robbie?
Yeah?
Yeah, she's just
I
stunning.
would say there's probably easier ones you guys could guess than individual Australians.
Yeah, I know. So, but I was saying, if she got that wrong, it makes me just want to go to something generic like the beaches.
The beaches of Australia This is number 4 on my list.
Okay.
It's always hot, right?
Bondi, Whitehaven, Gold Coast, plenty of nice beaches
We
over
totally
there.
knew all those names.
All right, Jeff, pipe down. You got an answer for me?
One good thing I will say about Australia is their dessert Tim Tams.
What?
Those chocolate-covered biscuits, I would take a Tim Tam
even
over
know
the new
those.
crappy
No, I think
Costco
Andrew, I
muffin
think my
any
Australian roommate used to
day.
eat
Give
those.
me chocolate Tim Tams.
Jeffrey said Tim Tams. That is number 6 on my list.
They're actually really good.
I have a picture
never
of
had
them.
them.
I'm going to pass it to
want
not
see a
Jeff.
picture.
We're back to Alexis.
Isn't the reef there that's
Yeah,
dying?
Yeah.
Great
It's
Barrier
there.
Reef,
It's
yeah.
Great
Barrier
kind of.
Reef.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great
Why did
Barrier
you
Reef.
say it?
Why? Is that your
Say
answer?
what?
Alexis needs to come up with the answers. It's okay.
I was gonna say it. The Great Barrier Reef.
The Great
was already
Barrier
saying it.
Reef.
Okay.
It's number 2 on my list.
Oh.
Jose, we're over to you.
I'm thinking tourist right now. So I'm
Yeah.
going beaches first. Next tourist, if I've never been, I want to go see the Sydney Opera House.
Good
The
choice.
Sydney Opera House is number 11 on my
Alright.
list, an architectural marvel. Jeffrey, we're over to you.
I'm surprised we haven't just covered this. Everybody loves the Australian accent. So give me Australian accent.
The Australian accent is number 1 on my list.
We're thinking about the men and women, but not what comes out of them. That's,
Yeah.
that's the hot part.
How tired do you think they are of tourists mimicking the
Oh,
accent while
super.
they're down there?
Yeah.
Alexis, we're over to you.
Okay, is surfing there different than beaches?
Oh,
like, is that a
no.
separate
I
category?
would say
He
that's
will go
different.
to
Okay, then
surf.
I'm gonna say the surf.
Surfing culture, number 9 on my list.
That's a
Very
great
appealing to
answer.
surf over there. Jose.
Go with you on
I'm
that.
going to go Margot Robbie. I love her.
Jose said Margot Robbie. That is incorrect. Not on my list. Jeffrey, if
People
you
don't
get this
fly to go
wrong,
see her?
Alexis is going to
I
win
would.
today's shock collar.
Well, we have to get one person right from Australia that's on the list.
Yeah, we know
I think
there's
it's the most
one.
obvious one.
I think
haven't
so
think
too.
about it.
Yeah.
And the movie Moulin Rouge really did it for me. So give me Nicole Kidman, please.
Nicole
What?
Kidman.
That was a weird way to get there.
What, Moulin Rouge?
That-
Is she in that?
She's amazing.
She stars as Satine and has tuberculosis in
Yeah.
Moulin Rouge.
so hot.
And she's number 19 on my list.
Oh my God!
Just
yes.
a touch of consumption. Alexis, you have any more?
I'm gonna go very general and say the clubs.
Yeah, there we
The
go.
clubs.
All right, find me in
Like
the
for
club.
field hockey
In the
or
club.
like
We
these are
all-
places?
We got the accents, the hot men all together in one
It's meant
place.
to be.
Jake.
Alexis said Australian clubs? That is not on my list.
Oh.
Unfortunately, my greatest rival Jeffrey has won today's edition of Plenty of 20.
Well, that-
Here's some of the things you guys missed on the list. Number 5, Outback Adventures. Just Outback in general.
Yeah, okay.
Vegemite was on the list. The
It
Curiosity
was?
over
No way.
Vegemite was
I
number 7.
hear it's
Interesting.
awful.
Throwing a shrimp on the Barbie made the top 10.
Just to go
What? Just the-
barbecue.
Wait, the
term?
phrase?
Barbecues, Australian meat pies. If someone said shrimp
okay.
on the Barbie, I would have counted
Oh,
that.
yeah.
The other Australian on the list besides Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman.
I was thinking him.
The laid back lifestyle was 14. Boomerang's 15. The Australian Open from tennis. Aussie slang 17. Crocodile Dundee was 18.
that's
and
old.
Australian coffee was number 20. Supposed to be very
Do
good.
they have nice
Australian
coffee?
It's really
coffee.
small and really expensive.
Is it?
That's my
Ooh, if
complaint.
it's good, I'm going to YouTube it.
Well, since I got the most right, I get to choose who gets shocked. They're going to be singing Down Under by the Australian band Men at
Of
Work.
course.
Yes.
And I'm giving it to the Costco cuck, Digital Jake.
Can you do that?
Of course I can do that.
Okay.
What a nickname.
As the muffin that he brought for you is sitting in the dust.
I come from a land down under. With bitters flow and menchanda.
I wanted to keep it going.
We're going to do a phone tap right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Rolling right through November. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And if you listened a few days ago, we have an ongoing beef with Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Beef is strong.
You're
It is-
trying to start
You
it.
can't have a beef when it's only one-sided,
Yeah,
Jeff.
we all love her, Jeff.
It's full beef at this point.
Okay.
So, you know Elaine from Seinfeld, because her podcast was ranked 2 spots higher than our Second Date podcast on Spotify.
As
Yeah.
it should be, probably.
Yeah.
You can search it wherever you find your podcast at Brooke and Jeffrey Second Date
Yeah,
Update.
you should do it.
Now, there's been an interesting development.
What happened?
For whatever reason, Listeners have sprinted away from Julia's fraudcast.
What? She's like talking to women about it.
Trashcast, as I like to call it. And if you
ouch.
didn't know, her podcast title is Wiser Than Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you be more full of yourself, Julia? You're
I
the
don't
wisest
think that's the
person. I
intention.
can't believe there's wiser people than me.
I think she's just
Okay,
talking to other older
Brooke, I'm
women
speaking.
to give them
Brooke, I'm speaking. I am standing up for this show and our podcast. If you want to trump for all the
Yes.
other podcasts, go
Yes.
right ahead. Julia has dropped 5 spots, though, since our beef has started.
And where are we?
Because people finally saw through her BS. And I exposed her for the 4-flusher that she really is.
I think that we could share. Like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
not.
we'd
You're better off teaming up with her, you're saying?
We're all
Exactly.
successful.
Yeah, like
Sharing is
working
communism,
together.
Brooke.
Okay.
Everyone gets their equal part.
She's a socialist.
Exactly.
Jeff.
As for us, where are we ranked now? Well, we fall in 3 spots.
Okay.
So
It's just
Julia
changed
is
so
now
much.
sitting at 30, and we're at 31. Oh my God. Who can lose faster between the two of us? That's the new competition.
Who's tearing us
We're
apart?
trying to get to 100.
Dude, I think that's still pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
That's
charting on the
amazing.
top comedy podcast.
Yeah, trending down.
Oh,
At least we're still above the Hawk Tua girl at 37, but
For now.
it's not looking good.
But Theo Vaughn is crushing us.
Neither of us are headed in the right direction, but who is? A podcast called Canadian Finger Puppet Theater. So,
that actually
really
sounds
good.
funny.
really?
I love
Do we have to start beef with some overly polite Canadian puppets now?
How do you know they're polite? Maybe that's what makes them rogue.
Jake, I need you to start planting stories about how Mr. Pinky was arrested behind a fentanyl clinic.
Absolutely. I'm already on
Alright.
it.
There's no such thing as bad news. That's going to blow up in your face.
If it does, it does. I don't put anything past us, though. Go check out our podcast at Brooke and Jeffrey. We got laser stories coming up next. It's the radio segment that's improving bathroom time with new taco-flavored toilet paper. Take 1 square for down there, 1 square for upstairs.
Please tell me it's before you put any hot sauce on it. That is going to burn. Jeff.
Whatever it is,
Are they taco shaped or squares?
wipe your sadness away with Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we've got a laser. Those other quesadilla just don't. This first laser story is out of California. A man named Ruben Tamarazarian and his wife owned a gorgeous luxury Rolls Royce.
Oh, aren't you lucky, Ruben?
Must be nice.
And a couple months ago, it was unfortunately destroyed when a bear got inside of it.
I see so many bear TikTok videos, like in people's houses.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just his car. The bear managed to get inside a 2015 Mercedes G63 and also a 2022 Mercedes E350 owned by other family members.
Bear's got good taste.
Wow.
Yo,
Dude.
in some of those luxury cars, you have to have the fob. I bet you he had to beep, beep.
Yeah.
Do you think
You know
the bear
what
had
It's
a little
classy
pinky
bear.
up when he got in?
Yeah.
And it just
Very fancy.
Did he hold down
He took
to
a photo
open-
of the wheel, like everybody does in nice cars.
just annihilated all the interiors.
Ain't nobody got time for that. On all 3 cars?
All 3. The seats, the walls, the ceilings, all torn to shreds.
Why the car? Oh, maybe they're a threat because they're like his size?
Why would he go from 1 car to 1 car?
That's what I'm saying.
Luckily, the owners all had surveillance video of the incident. However, when they turned it over to their insurance, something didn't seem right.
Uh-oh.
Even with the black and white grainy video, the bear looked very much like a human in a bear costume.
Wait a minute.
The insurance companies brought in a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife to review the footage, and he concluded it was clearly a human in a bear suit.
Is he like holding a bat
Is
or
it
something?
them?
That's when the authorities got a warrant and searched the home, where they quickly discovered the bear costume and handheld metal claws.
They destroyed their own cars and then kept the costume that they did it in?
Idiots.
If it worked, they probably want to destroy more
People,
stuff.
man.
I bet they wore it to Halloween because it is a good bear costume.
It actually looks really nice.
lifelike.
4 people have now been arrested and charged with insurance fraud and conspiracy.
And those cars, like the Rolls Royce alone, is a $250,000. So this
my
is not like a
God.
little theft.
No word on which officer gets to keep the bear suit for the next company costume party. But that
I
is-
want dibs.
It's a great costume.
It really
good.
does look great.
This next laser story is out of Toytopia.
Yay.
A few months ago, we reported on the Toy Hall of Fame finalists. Just yesterday, the 3 newest inductees were selected.
I'm glad there's some fanfare.
They are My Little Pony.
Yes, way to go.
My Little Pony was first produced in 1982. Now they're in the Hall of Fame.
The bronies are partying today.
Oh, finally.
I love My Little Pony.
Also, Transformers.
Robots in
I'm
the
offended.
skies.
How is Transformers not in there already?
Dude, it takes a long time for these toys to get in
There's
there.
a lot of good candidates. And the third and final one was the card game Phase 10, created in 1982.
Never heard of it.
I love that game.
What is it?
It's kind of like
Uno?
mixed with rummy, maybe is what you could call it. You have different phase, like you have to get 3 cards in this one.
We'll Google it.
I didn't think it could be more boring than the words Phase 10, but you
My
did.
husband and I play it a lot.
Oh, God.
Brooke.
Yikes. Just sad. As you can imagine, toy bloggers all over the world were up in arms about that final choice because a lot of great toys got left out in the cold.
Dude, you guys shouldn't be sleeping on this game.
I'll play it.
The ones that missed out were the board game Apples to Apples and the Pokemon trading card game.
What? That's like $1 billion industry
I know,
itself.
but who knows how to play that game? Not very
More
many.
people than Phase 10.
Along with remote-controlled cars, hobby horses, trampolines, and plain old balloons.
Oh, balloons?
Balloons
and
lost.
trampolines and cars?
Yeah, but those are a choking hazard.
The balloons.
Brooke is so fun today.
Again, with the foreplay stuff, Brooke. Stop it. We're going to have
Don't choke on his playing card.
all we have to do, they're all going to have to wait till next year to try and get into the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
man.
constant heated debate in this room.
Brooke, don't say anything else. We're moving on
please.
to the next laser story out of Asia. I know everyone on this show was waiting for it. Moo Dang, the viral and bouncy baby pygmy hippo from Thailand, now officially has a song.
I love it.
The internet's favorite chubby animal released the track in 4 different languages for her global fans. It's only 50 seconds long, and it's appropriately titled Moo Dang, Moo Dang.
I love it. I don't even need to hear it.
That's
I
all
love
I
it.
want.
It's going to be on repeat? Is it
Yeah,
banger?
absolutely.
Very creative. Let's listen to a clip.
Mudeng wing 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 mudeng wing 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 mudeng wing 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 mudeng wing wing.
I think you get the idea.
What? You couldn't do this for 50 seconds?
I can't go the whole 50
Jeff, why didn't you
seconds.
think of this first?
I know.
Dude, Moo Dang's going to be opening for Sabrina Carpenter now next tour.
I love it.
As they
Boing,
should be.
boing,
Now,
boing, boing.
the big question on everyone's mind, will this song be the next Baby Shark?
Oh.
The answer, unclear, but
Baby hippo.
Moo Dang, whose name literally means bouncy pork, has been raking in the money for the zoo that she lives at. The zoo estimates it's received an average of 5,000 visitors a day since she was born.
Dang.
I mean, she is viral.
Yeah.
And it's
Still.
selling Moo Dang clothes, bedding, and other merchandise for millions and millions of dollars.
$1 makes me holler, honey boo boo.
I'd listen to that song again.
The good news is, if you want that Moo Dang song, you can find it for free right now up on the Brooke and Jeffrey Insta stories.
Just
All
1
right.
week song of the week instead of she bangs.
Yeah.
It's Moo Dang, Moo Dang.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, that's pretty good, Jose.
Consider it, okay?
All right, we'll put it in rotation. This next laser story is out of Computer Central. Every year, a company called NordPass goes through all the lists of hacked passwords that get leaked on the internet to figure out the most common, easy, hackable ones that people are for some reason still using.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
You won't believe it. The password 123456 is not the most commonly hacked this year. It's
Different.
number 2. The top hacked password that Americans used was the word secret. The password took less than a second to be hacked, and it's been used more than 328,000 times. The rest of the worst top 10 include password, QWERTY 123, because QWERTY are the letters that are all in a row on a keyboard. You just type
Would
them all
have
in a row.
fooled me.
QWERTY 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Password 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And ABC 1, 2, 3.
Do you think that those are all from people forgetting them and then having to reset it?
Yeah.
And then they just reset it to that
mine
again?
is now what it was, but it has like so many exclamation points.
I just can't ever remember what it is.
Me
I
either.
literally reset mine every 2 weeks.
Other common bad ones include I love you, baseball, princess, football, monkey butt, and sunshine.
Okay, monkey butt might be my new one.
yeah.
I'll use 3 T's. No one will ever see it.
I bet you can guess which one this guy uses.
Oh.
100% in on monkey butt.
Yeah.
That's actually the bumper sticker on the back of his shell. Says, I break for monkey butt.
place.
Who doesn't?
You probably shouldn't put the password, though, on his back, though. But that Soundings Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again, same time, on Monday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
The golden rule of the service industry is the customer is always right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been said for a long time.
Is it true still?
If you've ever actually worked in it or currently work in it, you know the real saying is, the customer most of the time is a total moron.
Yes,
but just do what they say. And I have proof of that because a new survey just came out asking people in the service industry, what's the dumbest thing a customer has ever asked of you? And we're going to go over some of the hilarious responses coming up right after this. Have you ever been in the service industry?
Yeah.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I think we all have.
Well, I worked at Burger Heaven. Does that count?
The condemned burger place from your hometown? Yeah. Jose worked at Subway for a while.
Yeah, I was a server at many other restaurants.
I worked at a bakery for almost 3 days.
Yeah.
What?
Till I burned my finger on a toaster oven and I quit right there.
Did you call your mommy?
I sure did.
Mom, shut this bakery down.
We absolutely brought the lawyers in, so that'll teach them to hire me. I bring it up because we've all been in that field of work, but
Do you get to consider yourself after 3 days?
You have to stay long enough that your fingers don't burn anymore.
it counts. It counts. I bled for that job.
You're practically a coal miner.
But in my struggle of the 3 days of work, I learned that the hardest part of being in the service industry could be the impossible customers that come in asking for ridiculous stuff. And that's why a survey was just done asking people for the dumbest things customers have ever asked of them.
Oh, okay.
my God.
So this isn't just restaurant. Like I worked in a grocery store. I worked at a gas station.
Yes,
We got
Anywhere
this
that
covered.
people come in that need to be
Okay.
serviced. Let's get to the
Good.
list. Number 7. A customer once wanted a refund for incense that she'd purchased, as well as reimbursement for the curtain that she burned, because we didn't specifically tell her not to lean a burning incense stick up against fabric.
Yep.
What? That's common sense.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it?
It is, Brooke.
In this country, that doesn't really exist. So I hate to say that she has a point there, but legally, I kind of side with the
Did she
customer
win the
on that
case?
one.
I'm
It's like the
assuming.
McDonald's boiling coffee lady. You gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere.
I mean, that's true.
Gotta start somewhere.
Number 6 says, I work for the post office and had a customer mid-20s-ish come in and ask for a $250 money order.
Okay.
I printed it out, and this was in the old days before we had fancy equipment that requires the payment before printing.
Yeah.
So I gave him the total, and he looked at me in complete shock.
Oh, that he would actually have to give
And
money
said,
for.
I don't have any money.
Okay.
That's why I'm ordering it.
I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, buddy, if
Yeah.
it was only that easy.
Oh, man.
But the post
didn't
office,
really-
they accept IOUs still,
Yeah.
right?
I think those also cost money, though.
It's
Oh,
a
do
hard
they?
lesson. It's a hard lesson when you figure out things aren't free.
Yeah.
You know?
But my mom always took care of this kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Like, what? Where did she get the money from?
Yeah.
Number 5, I had a woman at the table I was serving order herself chips and salsa.
Okay.
That's normal, of course. She then placed her main order and asked that one of her tacos not have tomato in it because she was allergic.
Come on.
I
she's
politely
not.
told her that she should stop eating that salsa immediately if that was
Yeah.
the case, and she looked at me straight in the eyes and replied, "No, they're blended, so it's okay."
Oh. Yeah.
Which would make it worse.
Like
You
she's
were
allergic to peanuts, but not peanut butter.
Okay, not the oil.
That's the blended stuff.
Pizza, totally fine.
Oh, my God.
We're going over a survey where people in the customer service industry shared the dumbest things customers ever asked. Number 4 says, I was working at a Disney resort and a guest asked what time they took the Epcot golf ball off of its base and washed it in the lake in the World Showcase.
That's really funny.
I could see them doing that.
I
Yeah.
said, I told him that never happened because the golf ball was actually a building
It's a
that
huge
weighs
building.
hundreds of tons.
Yeah.
It had a multi-story attraction inside of it. It's actually designed to be self-cleaning from the frequent Central Florida rains.
Wait,
he told me
That's
I
actually
was a
kinda cool.
liar and demanded to know
Yeah.
what time it happened because he wanted to go see it.
Tourists are crazy. My girlfriend worked in Yosemite National Park.
Fun.
And she had tourists ask her when they turn the waterfalls off.
Mm.
And she also got asked how much cement it took to make Half Dome.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
A lot, obviously.
Yes,
Obviously.
I mean, it's hard to measure that much cement. But number 3, I worked at a bakery counter. One person came in and asked for my recommendation.
Oh.
I said the coconut cookies were really good.
Yeah.
And she replied, oh, no, nothing with nuts.
Oh, it's coconut.
I didn't get it either. Yeah.
Okay.
It could be a good joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is pretty good.
Number 2, former travel agent here. I had a customer who wanted to get married in Lapland, Finland.
Oh, cool.
Totally doable. What wasn't so doable, however, is that she wanted to arrive at the ceremony on a sleigh pulled by polar bears.
Polar bears?
When I explained the whole apex predator thing,
Yeah.
she deadpan asked me if I could arrange for a polar bear that had been declawed and had its teeth corked. Needless to say, she did not end up booking with me.
Oh,
No, she
man.
found somebody that could do the job.
Yeah.
I do wish there was a polar bear out there with like dentures and a pedicure.
Those are some pretty gruesome wedding pictures that she has.
And the number 1 dumbest customer request from a recent survey says, I had a guy order a plain toasted bagel at a coffee shop I worked at. He told me he wanted it heavily toasted. So I made sure it was nice and dark brown.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough, and he wanted me to toast it darker.
What?
So I set the toaster to the highest setting and cooked another bagel that came out nearly black. Still wasn't good enough.
What? Is he joking?
So I ran the third bagel through the toaster twice on the highest setting. It literally caught on fire. I brought him this charred, burnt husk of a bagel, and he was finally happy. He walked away eating a chunk of charcoal with cream cheese like it was the best thing he's ever shoved into his face. To this day, I still don't understand.
I would appreciate someone who would take my food so I don't have to throw it out when I burn it.
Yeah,
You know?
there you go.
I feel like that's how Alexis eats her steak. For some reason. I just peg you as that type of girl.
I'm not that bad, no.
You know?
Those are the dumbest customer requests that people have ever gotten. Text into 78592 if you can go dumber.
Please tell us.
yeah.
Because I know
This
we
is,
can.
Yeah, this is our audience.
Your
Of course we
stories.
can.
Your phone tap
Yeah.
is coming up right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I'm sure you've been driving and you've seen these signs around. Adopt a highway.
Oh, yeah, those are always so nice.
I've always seen those.
People go and pick up garbage. Yeah, it's
Yeah, a
great.
lot of companies do it so they can do volunteer work. Plus, it's kind of free advertising. Like
course.
this stretch of road sponsored
Some
by
people
Applebee's.
Some people just care. Jeff, too. We can go with that.
No one that I've
Yeah.
ever met. So we call a woman who's in one of those companies that does this. And her supervisor wanted to play a prank on her by saying it's her turn to be in charge of the highway.
What?
Oh, just in charge of it?
Now, normally it's just like cleaning up trash on the side of the road, but
Yeah.
the stretch of highway that she has to watch over is way different than anything
okay.
she ever imagined. It's your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Hi, is this Ferris?
Yes, this is she.
Congratulations! You just adopted a highway! Yay! You're a highway mom!
What?
Yeah, your boss Kaylin, she told us it's your division's turn to adopt our stretch of highway for the next 6 months.
So wait, who are you?
I'm the person that coordinates all the expectations for your new adoptive road baby. Yay, that's what I call it.
Road baby.
Yeah, because it's yours. You're adopting it. You knew about this, right?
I mean, I know my company does the adopt a highway thing, but I mean, I didn't know I was in charge.
Well, I guess they rotate, so lucky you. It's your turn now.
I don't.
Hey, highway girly. You're in highway. You're in your highway era.
What does that mean? I'm in my highway era. What am I doing?
Let me help. You're going to be starting here in the next few days, and we just got to make sure you're completely on top of this.
Okay,
The deets are important.
wait. Just hold on. Let me grab a pen.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, I can't believe my boss didn't even tell me about this. Okay. What do I need to know?
Okay, so first thing, every mile marker needs to be hand polished once a week for visibility, and we recommend a microfiber cloth and lemon pledge specifically.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah, it has to be lemon pledge. Like in case a hitchhiker walks by it, we have to have them notice it.
Why?
Because in 2018, Car and Driver magazine ranked us 17th for the best-smelling highway markers. Yay!
What?
They're smelling like they're lemons, but they're definitely not lemons. You're not as excited as I am.
I'm going to be honest, but I've never heard of anything like that, and it just sounds ridiculous.
Oh, trust me, it's super important. Also, you will be expected to host a birthday party for the highway next month.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. She turns 47. Aww. Balloons and cake for the volunteers are mandatory.
I was under the impression that this program was like you go out there 2 or 3 times a year and pick up some trash.
Okay, some people just don't get it. And obviously you don't. So listen, just let me take a breath, okay? You want to take a breath too?
I was hoping you'd say we're done.
Not even close. We've assigned you 23 squirrels as part of your highway ecosystem care program.
What?
So they'll need food and occasionally counseling if traffic stresses them out.
Squirrels? I have to take care of squirrels.
You get to take care of cute little squirrels. What's the problem here? I'm sorry. Is there an issue? Are you an animal hater? You cannot be an animal hater and adopt a highway.
Okay, I love animals, but I didn't know that adopt a highway would entail me being in charge of squirrels.
Actually, it's part of your job. I'm sorry. It's part of your life now. So just make sure to email me every week. Tell me if you see a stressed out squirrel, and we'll go from there. I can help.
Every week?
Yeah, and I'm just warning you, number 9 has had some abandonment issues, so be on the lookout.
Oh my God.
Really quickly, and sometimes he sucks his little squirrel thumb.
What you're asking me to do, this is a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It's a party.
Okay, but what?
And you get to do decorations. You can decorate the highway, especially for holidays like Arbor Day and Flag Day and National Traffic Code Appreciation Day. That was hard to fit into the song, but you're super down, right?
I'm super not.
Your boss, Kaylin, said you would be down for all of this, including the prank phone call, and you would be such a good sport.
She said what?
She said that you were just told something about adopt a highway for the company, and we should prank phone call you because this is actually Jose from Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Oh my God, this is a prank.
And you got phone tap, and it's a frickin' phone tap, and they're the best phone taps. We do them on the highway. I do this on the highway. Oh, the music stopped.
Again with the music.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. I got excited. Did you at least like the prank phone call?
It was pretty good.
Would you consider adopting a squirrel that can suck its own thumb?
No, thank you.
Wow, you really hate animals. We got to hang up on you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, please.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
After you say something stupid to your crush, how many times do you replay that horrible moment back in your head?
Well, it's a lot to remember, man, so not me a lot.
Yeah.
I can only remember small bits of time.
Slides right off of Jose's back.
It's whole dates I remember.
But it's just like over and over
Yes.
for
Yeah.
years, like 70 years from now, you're going to be on your deathbed saying, why did I say that to Edna? I'm such a fool.
You're not wrong, Jeff.
And that's exactly the headspace one of our listeners is in right now. Because he accidentally blurted out something so stupid, it might be the cringiest moment of his entire life. And we're going to relive his embarrassing moment together and try to fix it with your brand new second date update right after this.
Second date update.
If you're a guy and you go out on a good date with a lady, and then at the end of the night, you're too nervous or just forget to ask her about a second one, what's your next course of action there? You send her a simp text like, hey, I like you.
Why is that simp? That's nice.
Word it differently, but
We should talk again sometime.
Do you
if you're
text in
okay
that
with
voice?
that.
Yeah, what?
That's not simp
super
yet.
simp.
No, it's not. That's lovely.
Do you call
Simp
her?
would be you wanted to date a year ago, and you're still like,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you, Jose.
Do you call her 15 times at her work and demand she pick up the phone because you two have unfinished business?
Now we're talking, and this is a business. You have to answer the phone.
Is that the real man in you talking right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I would say both those options are
Really?
cringe.
Oh, thank God.
But maybe not as cringe as what our listener Daly did.
Oh, you're just already beating him up.
And it could be contributing to why this girl has been avoiding him lately. So, Daly, before we get to what you did, you need to set the scene for us. Tell us how you met this woman and what her name is.
Well, her name's Crudette.
Crudette, that's cool.
Wow.
We met on a bicycle factory tour.
What did you just say?
Bicycle factory tour.
That's a thing, and how do I sign up?
There's one in my city. There's like a big bicycle factory, but it's like right next to a brewery, so you can like go have some drinks, go look at bikes, drunk, and then basically go back and have drinks.
So you get to go do stuff, but observe how all the stuff you're doing was made.
Yeah.
From the beer to the bikes.
That's so fun.
That's kind of cool.
Beers and bikes just go so well
really
together.
do.
There are a lot of bike and beer bars, like themes,
for
you know?
sure.
And there shouldn't be, because you shouldn't.
Those probably aren't hobbies that go together very well.
But it's fun.
So
got a helmet on.
There you go.
You were already taking a tour there and met her?
Yeah, my friends and I, we kind of hit the brewery, and then we were doing the tour. And then in the group of the tour, Crudette was with her mom.
Oh.
So we all kind of just like started joking around with each other, like joking with her mom, joking with her. We were like, became like a group of friends basically on the tour.
Oh my God. I bet her mom is eating this up.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, if a guy ever hit on me with my mom present, my mom's
my
like,
God.
I help.
If my mom's ever on vacation is with a group of young guys around her, she immediately texts me. She's like,
I thought Alexa's mom would swoop in on the guys.
she doesn't give me details.
So at any point, are you able to just be alone with just Crudette?
It gets to that. So, like, at the end of the tour, I didn't want to, like, stop hanging out. So I was like, hey, let's go back over to the brewery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we were all there for probably, like, a half hour. And then her mom had, like, an appointment or something.
Like, yes.
And I didn't want to just, like, ask her in front of her mom and my friends. So, like, as they were leaving, it kind of, like, dawned on me, like, I have to do something right now.
Yeah, else you'll never see her again.
Pop the tires on mom's car. Now she can't leave.
Oh, wait, what?
Well, I didn't do that.
That's good.
Good.
What was your genius idea?
So I actually just ran out to the parking lot, and I basically asked her mom if her daughter could stay because I really liked her.
It's like a kid asking for a play date.
It's cute
really
because
cute.
it's still bold.
Well,
I would not do that.
Not in
And
front of the
respectful.
parents.
Yeah, very respectful.
Kind of old
happened?
school. What did mom say?
Her mom was cool with it. She was cool with it. So she came back inside. We were hanging out. And my friends kind of got the vibe that me and her were really hitting it off. So, like, one by one, they started to leave, too, as we continued to hang out.
Good
I like how
friends.
they had to figure it out. Like, come on, you guys are my wingmen. You
Yeah.
all should just leave as a group.
No, you got to stay for a little in case it goes bad. You
That's
know?
true.
Yeah.
This is actually really adorable.
Yeah, so this is super cute. What happened next, or was that it?
So, like, it was just us for the rest of the time. We had a kiss at the end of the night.
Wow.
Yeah.
We started this by saying that there was a big embarrassing moment. None of this sounds embarrassing to me.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, I'm getting to that because I got her number. So I called her. She didn't answer, and I should have never left a voicemail because I just started rambling.
Oh, God.
And I basically said, I think I love you
What?
in the voicemail.
What? How did that come out of your mouth?
It just slipped. I don't know.
Were you drunk from the brewery?
No, this was like the next day.
God.
Love drunk from the brewery.
Yeah.
How did you use it? Like, oh, man, I love you, you know? Or
Yeah,
was
because
it-
sometimes that could just be more like,
You're like,
slipped out.
No, I said it like I had such a great time. We just have so much in common. I think I love you. And then I was like,
Wow.
I didn't even go on the date, and that's it's hard for me.
Dude,
Oof.
even if she liked you and had a great time, that's intimidating for anyone to hear.
I would have called back immediately and left another voicemail because I'm terrible at this stuff and been like, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Alexis, if a guy does this to you, says I love you, is it over?
You can't even call after a first date. That's weird in the first
Oh,
place.
just the phone
same
call.
day. That is so strange.
All
And if you
right.
forget
No,
to
it's the
ask, you
next
just
day.
text the next day.
Yikes. So
He knows all this. I feel bad for him.
she hasn't responded at all since that voicemail?
no. And I wanted to call again, but like I thought like I would just make it worse. So I've just been like waiting, and the longer that goes on, she doesn't call me back, the worse I feel about it.
Here's the question. When we get her on the phone, do we even bring it up? Do you know what I mean? Is it better to just ignore it and pretend like it didn't happen?
You know what? Some people never check their voicemails. I know
but
I
you always
rarely.
I always read the transcript. I don't listen, but
That's
maybe the
true.
transcript didn't say love.
But I don't get the transcript every time, so she could have just literally never listened to it.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Let's hope.
Yeah, we're all hoping for that,
Yeah.
that maybe she never even knew this ever happened. We're going to find out when we call Crudette for you and try and get you your second date update.
I'm going to tell her I love her.
Yeah,
We all
that'll make
will.
it better.
We'll
sure.
lighten the blow coming up right after this.
Second date update.
Welcome back to your second date update. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and we've been discussing off the air and on the air previously, should we bring up the voicemail that our listener Daily left for Crudette after their first meetup?
Yeah.
Because he dropped in, I
Yeah.
love you, in
Yeah.
the middle of the message.
He didn't mean to.
Or did he?
I don't know. Daily, did you mean to?
I don't think so. I don't know. It just kind of slipped out. Maybe I subconsciously meant it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
His heart started talking.
That's our even sweeter response.
But
I know, but
I feel so
it's-
bad for him.
Brooke, it's only sweet if she feels the same way. It's
know.
creepy if not.
Yeah, I know. Nobody feels the same way after just
one date.
No.
So we're trying to figure out what the reason is and decided our best game plan is probably don't mention it.
Yeah.
Unless she'll bring it up if it's
We don't know.
If it's what's
Then we
happening.
adjust, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say that she does bring it up.
Okay.
Let's not make excuses for him.
What do we do?
Let's just lean in and tell
and say
her
he means it?
Daly only said that because you got drunk at the brewery and said it to him first.
Oh, that's so smart.
It's kind of your fault.
That's good.
Manipulate people into
Yeah.
thinking things happen that
That's
never
called
happened.
gaslighting.
That's exactly
Yes.
what that is,
Oh,
Alexis.
wow.
That's
I should-
gaslighting her.
I can start doing
You know,
this.
it's not super popular with women. I don't know if you guys know that.
Can't say we're a fan.
Yeah.
But if at the end of the day you fall in love, then it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Daly?
Just a whole lifetime of gaslighting.
I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
Daly, that's the wrong response.
Follow the light is what I say. The
Yeah.
gaslight.
Let's just hope it doesn't come up at all. And it's
Yeah.
something totally unrelated to the voicemail.
Yeah.
Maybe she hasn't even heard it.
She was not that drunk at the brewery. She's gonna know, Jeff.
Well, let's find out. I'm going to dial her number right now. We'll see if she picks up. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Crudette?
Yeah. Who's this?
Hey, we're a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey.
Hey,
Hi,
Crudette.
good morning.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Did
Hey.
you know your name means tiny Italian sushi?
Okay.
Does it?
I just said I crudo. It was bugging me, so on the break I was like, "What is
Her name isn't
Her name is
Crudo.
crudette. So a crudo is
Okay.
Italian sushi. So a crudette would be a small piece of Italian sushi.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's cute.
We're not just calling to tell you what your name means, though. We
Sorry,
have we do have another purpose.
I'm a foodie. I got into it.
Okay.
Because one of our listeners reached out saying he's been trying to get a hold of you and has not been able to arrange a second meetup after you two hung out at a brewery together.
Yeah.
It sounded like such a fun night.
Yeah. His name's Daly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Sorry, that's what this is about. It's called a second date update.
Oh my God, has your mom been bugging you to call him? Dude, my mom would be so invested
mine
if she
too.
was there.
More
Well-
than you.
Yes.
We want to know less about your mom and more about you and how
It's a
you
valid
felt.
question, Jeffrey.
Well, we'll get to your
Yeah.
mom and her feelings later. We want to know what you thought about your hangout with Daly.
I mean, the hangout was cool, and like we had a good time.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so you didn't lie about
mean,
that.
He
What did
echoes
you-
those feelings.
Yeah, what did you think when he came to the car and like you were in the car with your mom and he like chased you guys down to get you to stay?
I mean, that was a little intense, but honestly, like it was sweet. But it did get a little crazy. I don't know if
The night did?
No, the night was fine. But did he tell you guys about the voicemail he left me?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No, voicemail.
Jeff.
No, you can't
What
act
is
like that.
what's
Jeff.
that?
What about the voicemail is maybe a good question.
Sorry, Brooke, I don't know what is voicemail.
What
Oh,
is
in
voicemail?
general.
Explain this to me.
Got it.
It's this thing where you call somebody and they don't answer, and then you leave them a message.
Ew.
Yeah.
Why would anybody do that?
Yeah.
Well, you usually tell them something.
Huh.
And honestly, I was not expecting it at all.
You weren't expecting him to call you or you weren't expecting to hear what he said?
No, No. I figured he'd call me. Like, we had a good time. Like,
Right.
why would he call me?
Okay.
He actually told me he loved me.
Yeah.
On the voicemail.
Oh, cute.
Are you sure?
Cute.
Maybe you misheard that. Maybe he said something else.
Like, I glove you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's gloves at the bike factory.
Okay.
I love food. Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
I love food. Oh, that does sound good.
Is that possible?
I'm pretty sure he said, I love you.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you receive that?
So it was super intense, but not for the reason you think. Like, I don't really know how to describe this, but the crazy thing is that I like kind of feel the same way.
What?
What? You guys.
How did I not expect that at all?
You reciprocate those feelings?
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's crazy, and like,
Why are you
What?
calling him then?
look, the guy called me yesterday.
Yesterday?
But you love him.
Wait,
I mean, like,
that
you don't
happened
love
yesterday?
Yeah, and I've been trying to figure out how to say it back. I mean, this is
It
crazy.
hasn't been that long.
Oh, God.
You know, 99% of the time, I would be totally creeped out. You know, like, you don't just tell somebody you love them after one hangout.
Especially not on a voicemail.
Okay.
This is so cute.
Okay, we're forgetting that it hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
And
But
he's
she
already
feels the
following
same
up.
way.
They're on the same page. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Oh my God, your mom is going to
She's
take
got
credit
to.
for all of this.
Yeah.
I honestly haven't told her any of this.
Are we
Okay.
the first people that you're telling this to?
I mean, I do have a best friend that I tell everything to, but you were the
Okay.
second.
Well, I know you think that you've only told a couple people that,
Yeah.
but you've actually told a third person, and it's Daly, because he is on the other line right now listening to this conversation.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
just got red in the face for you.
Daly?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, my God.
So are you saying you feel strongly about me also?
She didn't say feel strongly.
Yeah, I know this is insane. I know it is, but I you sometimes you just get a feeling, and honestly, like I think I love you too.
Wow.
She said that so fast.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's hard.
That is a lot.
I know. It's
Wow. Huh.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Daly, how does it feel to hear her say that to you?
I don't know. It kind of feels off.
What?
It feels just different from when I said it.
Are you
Oh.
just, is it like,
What?
is it kind of freaky to you? You mean? Like
shocking.
it's too much?
What are you talking about?
Oh.
I don't know. It just felt better when I said it, but then hearing it, it hit my ear just differently than I thought it would.
What?
Maybe it's because she said it fast.
Hold on.
She's not saying that she wants to get married to you. She's just trying to
Yeah.
say what you
Equal,
said.
Yeah.
I know. It's just a lot for me to take in right now, honestly.
You started it.
Guys, love is overwhelming.
That is the funniest response.
Okay.
You started it.
Is it maybe because it was said on the radio? Is that why, like, maybe the setting wasn't
Yeah.
perfect for
You
it?
guys
Or
should
it
be face to
feels
face for this.
A little forced.
Yeah.
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 I didn't want to use that word, but yeah, I guess on the radio it's kind of like different because, again, I just built this moment up to something,
Yeah.
I think, bigger than it ever could have been, no matter what she said.
I mean, no matter what, you guys have an
Okay.
amazing connection. I think that's what you should concentrate on. Like,
Yeah.
the L word is
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And maybe, Crudette, you just need to say it again one more time because now the shock has worn off. Now it'll really soak in and he'll feel it.
Good. I think I'm good on the L word for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It might feel good this time.
yeah.
That was a smart call.
Yeah, Alexis was going to have to leave the room because
Yeah.
if it's said too many times,
maxed out for the week.
she actually has an allergic
Yeah.
reaction.
All right. Well, maybe you guys save it for when you see each other in person again, and we'd love to arrange that meeting, and we'll pay for it.
I mean, I am as long as you are.
Dude, can
Well, I'm not going out with you. It's going to be daily.
She's talking to Daly.
Oh.
Dude, you have to go out again. You guys are so cute.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with it. I don't know. It just might be weird now that we said all this on the radio, but like we could totally hang out again. Sure.
I love you. You love me.
It doesn't feel as heartwarming
You know what,
anymore
Jeff? We're
from
gonna
Daly's part.
ignore that part. I need some love in my life right now, okay?
Oh.
I guess I can understand, like, you can kind of romanticize it in your head, build up what the moment is going to be like, and then it's just a total letdown, and that's kind of what true love is.
That is
What?
love.
Huh.
So,
darkest.
Brooke, you're living it right now. The total letdown of true love. That's why you're so desperate for it.
I'm not desperate for it.
You literally said, I need this.
The world
like a
needs
heroin
more
addict.
love, okay? That's what the world needs.
Shut up. Give me another bump of love. So we'd like to facilitate that again. Daly, you're up for it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
better.
really sweet. All right,
That's more
congratulations, you two. I love you both.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
It was not reciprocated.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's the classic story. Guy meets girl. Guy likes girl. Guy leaves a voicemail for girl saying, I love you.
Yes.
Girl ruins it by saying it back to him.
What?
Then desperate married radio host gets disappointed because she doesn't have enough love in her home life.
No, that's not true. I
Tale
want
as
love
old
for
as
everybody,
time.
Jeff.
But mostly for yourself.
No, I think they were so cute. And I totally get why it would be overwhelming. All of it. All of it was way overwhelming.
They're even overwhelmed at the feelings they're
Dude,
having.
can you imagine how awkward that next meetup in person is going to be?
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're going to handshake.
Yeah. Take it slow.
It's so good.
This is why I respect Alexis. Because she would never say I love you back, not even to her husband of 20 years.
No.
Nope, you got to keep waiting.
That's the way you win the dating world.
Maybe I'll text it LUV.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You like him real emotionally unavailable.
That's right.
Okay.
During the vows, it's like, I heart handy.
Yeah. She actually just does the symbol with her hands.
Always.
Yeah. That's really
Remember,
healthy, Jeff. That's
play it
good.
close to the chest, ladies.
We better get an update from them.
I
Yeah.
really hope so.
We'll find out if they email us back, but you can always email the show if you want some help with your love life, and we'll call that person who's not calling you back. Go check out all of our Second Date podcasts wherever you get yours at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
For years, we've been hearing news about Taylor Swift's music tour.
Yes.
Usher's comeback tour. Elton John's 16th and final farewell forever. We swear this time he really, really means it tour.
Gotta get tickets to that.
Yeah, duh. I went to the last 14.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised no one's talking about my big tour.
You have a tour?
The Young Jeffrey Can't Stop Truck Stop Tour.
Stop truck stop.
Yep, I'm going to be appearing at highway truck stops all up and down this great country. Just go inside, find the restroom, pop a quarter in the hole, and you will receive a live performance that you will never forget.
I don't like this, Jeff.
Plus,
That's very intimate.
free t-shirt on your way out.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
That's a
why?
really nice perk.
Tell your friends,
Yeah.
the more the merrier.
All right.
So before I hit the roads and make history, got to loosen up and practice with my brand new Song of the Week. It's coming up right after this. It is time for my Song of the Week.
All right, Jeff. You actually have a smile on your face, even.
Well,
It's gonna suck then.
I'm trying to stay hopeful because
Okay.
to all the singles out there,
Yeah.
time is running out.
For what?
You only got days left to find someone, anyone willing to cuff you for the holidays.
Cuffing season.
I mean, just
It
so you
is.
don't have to answer to your family's questions.
Right.
Is it bad I'm so single that I forget I'm supposed to be looking?
Yeah.
Not a
it
good
is.
sign. And I know what you're thinking. Mission Impossible, right?
Yeah.
Not just because I'm playing the song either. You're probably looking at your own life like, who's going to want to cuff this?
Exactly,
You
Jeff.
should not be saying that. You are so cuffable. They would be lucky to cuff you.
Okay, now I don't want it when you
Yeah,
say
you don't have to
Exactly.
lie to
Yeah,
yourself.
that's
It's
what I
okay
say
to be
every day.
honest. And trust me, I'm in the same boat. And maybe the answer to that question is significantly lowering your standards. Because remember, cuffing season isn't about finding the perfect one. It's about finding anyone.
They were saying the one, Jeff.
That could be a
Literally
bumper sticker.
anybody. I'm just being realistic, guys.
Yep.
No.
If we've only got a couple days left here on this timeline, it's any warm body who's willing to spend time with you over the winter months.
You know what?
Who can go with you to those weird Christmas parties and get your mom to stop pestering you about when she's going to have grandbabies.
That is a beautiful speech, Jeffrey.
It really is.
It really is empowering.
So I get the feeling out there. I am on your side. And today's song is for all of the cuffers and the cuffies who are willing to just take one more round around the bars this weekend and scrape up those last scraps. Yep. Whatever you can take.
Should we bring handcuffs?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you probably have a worse shot.
I don't know how it works.
It's more of an analogy.
I'm out of this.
Yeah,
you might be desperate enough. It might actually work, though. This is the last call for Desperation Station.
All right.
And that's why, instead of singing the classic 1960s hit by Frankie Valli, I Love You, Baby.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Young Jeffrey's I'll Cuff You, Maybe?
It works.
I'm into it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to point when I'm ready. Point. I think you could be my boo, but why is no one else claiming you? You're sexy but solo at brunch. How is your phone screen so crunched? If I walk you home, will I find a living room full of felines? Are you some zodiac loon? A Pisces in her 7th moon. But even if you eat your hair, at this point I really don't care. I just need somebody to bring to shut my folks up Thanksgiving. This thing don't gotta be real. We'll fake it through a couple meals. 'Cause we're never saying I do, but I'm down to try a month or two. Who's that?
Oh, nobody. It's just my ex.
Wait, your ex?
Yeah, he just got out of prison and wants me to pick him up. He's so dumb.
Hold on, he was in prison?
Don't be jealous. By the way, I need to borrow your car for like 4 days. Don't worry, nothing's gonna happen.
I'll cover you, maybe. Under the Christmas lights, you pass the gravy. Down to my stepdad, Mike, just holiday me. The pure transactional way. You seem quite shady, still using a Hotmail, more red flags waving than a used car lot sale, but they don't faze me. Save me from these love blues. All of your exes' names are tattooed. You only eat dino-shaped food. You say demure way too much. Keep Taco Bell sauce in your clutch. Put ice cubes in your red wine. But in these cold winter times, we'll turn on Home Alone 2 and do what the naughty kids do.
Hey, so for reasons that I don't really want to get into, can you just co-sign this loan for me?
What?
Oh my god, don't be that way. It's just a formality.
You may be crazy, my soulmate, no, not quite. You could have rabies, I'd still take those love bites, willing to date me, but just through Valentine's Day. Come February, we'll go our separate ways like too much dairy. Gotta evacuate, so let me cuff you, maybe, then rebuff you.
Yeah! That was so good.
That was great.
You know, I'm really rooting for everybody now.
Yeah.
You know,
Me
to
too.
find anyone.
Exactly.
Just like you said.
In the spirit of lowering our standards, I have to ask, Brooke, will you cuff me as your work husband for the holidays?
But she's married, literally.
I have to lower my standards, so
Not the worst you
it's
can
a
do.
lower
well, it's lower.
Okay.
He's got to go.
Is that
lower.
okay?
This is
Or he
like
would've asked
a
Alexis.
backwards compliment here, and I don't feel like I like it,
It
Jeff.
is, yeah.
You're right. It's not believable that I would date you. So let's just call it off.
Oh, yeah, you're not in his league.
But text in 78592 and tell us what you thought about the song of the week. We're going to post the video up on
So good.
all of our socials at Brooke and
Yeah,
Jeffrey.
tag all your single friends.
yeah,
Right?
or the people that you want to cuff.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
It's honest.
Actually, don't do that. They would not. You tag 50 girls. Like,
Doesn't matter. Nobody cares anymore, Jose. Duh, that's the
Remember,
message.
we're in the desperate phase here. We'll take literally anybody.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Text to 78592 says, I ended up cuffing with a guy a week before Thanksgiving last year.
Okay.
Brought him to my parents for dinner. And nobody opened the door.
What do you mean?
Turns out my mom and dad ghosted me for a last-second trip to Hawaii together.
What?
Dude, Thanksgiving in Hawaii would be awesome.
But at least you weren't alone. You had your cuffing buddy.
Talk about a reverse cuff jinx. That's a rare one. But if you missed it, I parodied a song a few minutes ago. A very old, very classic one from the 1960s by Frankie Valli.
Dude, and Jose won't stop showing me new videos of Frankie Valli. I didn't know he was going viral on TikTok for the wrong reason.
But he wants to be performing.
He's doing his thing now.
Has said he likes it.
He's happy, but his song, I Love You Baby, I did my own version called I'll Cuff You Maybe in honor of cuffing season, where people are trying to find anybody to take the sting out of the lonely winter holiday season.
That's right, Jeff.
And we're getting a lot of feedback on our text board at 78592. Brooke, what are you seeing?
I like this one that says, I ended up marrying my cuff from 2013.
What?
It's a slippery slope. Be careful.
No.
Maybe not happy with it.
Oh, God. If you missed it, if you want to hear it again, it's going to be up at the Brooke and Jeffrey YouTube, Facebook, Insta, TikTok, all of our socials at Brooke and Jeffrey. Go check it out.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Win! Brooks! Box!
On the show today, we got a return player, Marcella, who is a flight attendant. She's not working right now, but she says the two coolest places that she's traveled to are Paris, which is a 10-hour flight, and Shanghai, which is a 14-and-a-half-hour flight.
Wow.
So our producer asked, how do you manage that? How do you get through a 14-and-a-half-hour flight as a flight attendant? And she mentioned something called crew rest.
Yeah, they have that little bunk room.
Did you know that there's bunks underneath the airplane? You did?
Yes. There's
on the
international flights, and we saw the door once because we were sitting at the bulkhead, and then they opened the door, and then they descended.
And Marcella, what else is hiding underneath the plane that people don't know about? Is there slides down there? Do you have trampolines?
Oh, God, no. It's like so tiny. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, wait, can you stand up in that little sleep cabin or no?
It depends on the plane.
What's the cuddling policy? Let's say you see me, right? And you're like, sir.
I believe what happens in crew rest stays in crew rest.
Okay. When there's turbulence in the middle of a very long flight, I'm going to think all over again about what's really happening.
The bags may have shifted, if you know what I'm saying.
Turbulence is lasting for 30 minutes. Good for them. All right, Brooke's going to leave the studio because I want to talk about planes more, but we got to get to the game here. You got 30 seconds to answer as many as possible. If you don't know when you could say pass, but you have to beat Brooke outright if you want to win. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good luck. Your time starts now. On this day in 1993, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Christina Aguilera joined the cast of what TV show?
Mickey Mouse Club.
The first man on the moon was Neil Armstrong. Which astronaut joined him 20 minutes later?
Buzz Aldrin.
The two official languages of Canada are English and what other?
French.
In the Mario world, what color are Luigi's overalls?
Green.
McDonald's has a special card that allows the recipient to get free food for life at any location. What color is it?
Purple.
What type of bear is featured on a standard $2 Canadian coin?
Black bear.
All right.
I have no idea.
Brooke's back in the studio now, and Thanksgiving is right around the corner here. So, Marcella, what are your Thanksgiving plans coming up?
Brunch with the whole crazy lot of us.
How many?
Brunch. Does that mean you still do turkey, or do you guys do little eggs Benny?
You know, we got 5 kids that were like a Brady Bunch family combined, plus they're almost all grown, so significant others, their parents. Like, it's just too much, and my work schedule is nuts, so we just get together in the morning and just have a little, a little quiche and, pancakes. Just a little brunch fest.
That makes it easy.
It sounds like a lot of people. Is it okay if our technical director, Ashton, stops by? You'd like a plate to go.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Because our technical director, Ashton, will be working on Thanksgiving Day.
He can't find somebody to replace him. He's too good at his job is the problem.
Ashton, shame on you for being good at your job.
Yeah.
This will teach you.
You're too good at it.
All right, now get ready to press the button for more trivia. Oh, no.
Wrong button.
Screwed up. Okay, you're working Christmas now, too. Brooks, your turn. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your time starts now. On this day in 1993, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Christina Aguilera joined the cast of what TV show?
Mickey Mouse Club.
The first man on the moon was Neil Armstrong. Which astronaut joined him 20 minutes later?
Buzz Aldrin.
The two official languages of Canada are English and what other?
French.
In the Mario world, what color are Luigi's overalls?
Green. Oh, actually, his overalls are blue.
McDonald's has a special card that allows the recipient to get free food for life at any location. What color is it?
Black.
What type of bear is featured on a standard $2 Canadian coin?
Oh, grizzly.
Oh, grizzly.
Interesting.
I don't know.
We're going to find out in a second. First, let's go to the scoreboard to see how you did with Jose.
Charlie, that really hurt.
Bolaños.
Marcella, you got 3 today.
Oh.
It was pretty good. You got half the
That's a
questions
solid
right.
score, Marcella.
Brooke,
And
4 correct.
I felt it. The
You
Mario
called it.
question. I think it was the Mario question.
You called it,
knew it.
Marcella. Let's go over these answers. On this day in 1993, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Christina Aguilera joined the cast of the Mickey Mouse Club. First man on the moon was Neil Armstrong. He was followed 20 minutes later by Buzz Aldrin.
Why 20 minutes?
They wanted to make sure that Neil was okay
Yeah,
out
that
there
he wasn't
before they
gonna
sent
die.
2.
So, oh, in case he died.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, I
we
wait
don't
an
want
hour.
him. We don't want them both to kick the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
2 official languages of Canada are English and French. In the Mario world, Luigi's overalls are blue.
That was tricky.
A little tricky.
He said green.
His shirt is what's green underneath it. McDonald's has a special card allowing you to get free food at any location for life. That card is colored gold, like the Golden Arches.
Of course.
And the type of bear on a $2 Canadian coin would be a polar bear. So obviously it was not enough to beat Brooke here. But the good news is, just for playing, you win a $50 gift card to Sephora.
Yeah.
At Sephora Bellevue Square, you can enjoy a shopping experience where all are welcome and what makes you unique is celebrated. Plus, get your beauty in 2 hours when you buy online and pick up in the store.
He does that all on the top of his head.
Hey, Marcella, thanks for playing. Okay, you come back anytime.
Okay, thank you
All
so
right.
much, guys. Happy holidays.
Happy
You
holidays.
too.
We'll do it again same time on Monday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.